behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Bash TV. Palm Bash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Bash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We have another great interview coming up in just a moment. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. You're always going to get the latest interviews whenever available. And feel free to leave a comment on the comment section. We'd love to hear from you there. And check the description out. We'll have contact info there. And contact info will be there at the closing credits at the end of the show. So we hope you'll stay tuned for that. In just a moment, from Los Angeles, California, for the third time on our show, we have Jim West, the lead guitarist of the Weird Al Yankovic Band. And we'll get to that in just a second. But first, here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
The Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix is a 2-hour show playing independent and mainstream country music you know and love. Be sure to check it out at thecadengordonshow.com for more information on the show.
Okay, here we are back from commercial, and with us for the third time, we have from Weird Al Yankovic, we have Jim West with us today. Thanks for coming back on the show, Jim.
My pleasure.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about what's been going on with you since the last time you were on? I'm sure you have a few things that are going on that people might be interested in.
Well, yeah, lots has been going on. Last fall, I was on the International Guitar Night tour in Europe. They call it Nacht der Gitarren in Germany because most of the shows are in Germany. And that was a fun tour. That was with 3 other guitar players. And we did concerts all over, mostly Germany, but Switzerland, Italy, Netherlands. It was really super fun. And last year I was traveling a lot. I was in Hawaii probably 5 times. I was in Portugal. I was in Australia. I was all through Europe. You name it. I was all over the place last year. And this year is a little quieter, but I have a lot of musical collaborations going on, both recording and playing live. So I've been staying busy.
Well, it sure sounds like it, Jim. I'm sure you've been busy with Al touring and everything. I mean, I don't think you're touring with him now, but if you already know.
No. Yeah, not till next year. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any dates coming up right as of now, or is it pretty much slow for you right now? Or
No, I'm playing tomorrow in Santa Barbara with my good friend Leo Connie Pryor, who's somebody I used to play music with out in Hana, Maui. And so I'll be doing a show at Soho in Santa Barbara tomorrow. And then on Friday, I'm heading to Arizona, where I'm doing a show in Prescott on Friday, and then I'll do a show in Sedona on Sunday. All the dates are on my website. But then when I come back, I'll be doing a show here with my friend Natalie Archangel in LA on the 5th. And then I go to Northern California and I play 7 or 8 shows, or 6 or 7 shows with my friend Ken Emerson. So we got a bunch of shows up there. And then we'll be back down this way for some shows as well in the end of July and beginning of August.
Okay. Well, everybody go to his address. I think that's Jim Kimo West, I do believe it is.
Yes, it is. JimKimoWest.com. There's a page there that has all my dates and all the links and everything.
Okay, and check out those dates. So if you happen to be in Santa Barbara or wherever, you can go and see Jim there. I know you won't be disappointed. And is there anything else going on right now, Jim?
Well, just mostly recording. I've been recording a few different album projects. There's one with my friend Josh Jaffe that's coming out in August. And we did a record a couple of years ago called Ao Makua, and it did very well. It got a lot of action on Sirius XM and Spotify, and So we decided to do another album, and so it's all done, and it's coming out August 16th, I believe. And then we have a album release party in LA on August 18th. So that'll be with us and also this great band called Opium Moon, who is also a Grammy-winning band. Really fantastic musicians. So it'll be a big party, and that'll be a big album release party. So if you're in LA on August 18th, check it out. It'll be super, super fun. And what else? I've been recording a record. I did a recording an album with a friend of mine, Vito Gregoli, David Vito Gregoli. He's a producer, guitarist, and multi-instrumentalist, I guess you'd say. And we did a whole album, and that's going to come out later in the year. I'm working on a record with a great keyboardist composer in New York, Michael Whalen. We almost have a full album done. And I have also a record in the works with Muriel Anderson. She's a great guitarist. She focuses on harp guitar, which is a very unusual instrument. We recorded about 10 songs when she was here in January. So that's another project that might come out this year. So a lot of music coming out of the studio here.
Well, it sure sounds like it. And speaking of music, we're getting ready to watch this video called "The Ghost Town Waltz." Interesting title there. Is there a story behind that, Jim?
Well, a while back, a couple of years ago, I was up in the California Sierras, up near Mammoth, and you get out on the highways out there, and there are a lot of old ghost towns. They were usually old mining towns back in the gold rush days, and they're really cool because you can still see all the old storefronts but there's nobody there. They're interesting places to go, and of course they've used a lot of those in movies and films over the years. So it's sort of inspired by that. And then for the video, what I did was I asked people to send in photos or videos, just anything, memories, people, just their little video clips. And photographs, and I had my friend Doug Henry, a great video artist. It was his idea actually to solicit this, to be part of this. So this whole video is kind of a fabric of America. People from every different state submitting little clips of videos and photographs, and it was beautifully edited and compiled by Doug Henry. So if you go to YouTube, you can see the video on YouTube. It's quite nice, very touching.
Yeah, it is a great song, and we're getting that queued up in just a second. But before getting that video, I want to thank you again so much, Jim, for coming on the show today. You're welcome back anytime. So,
I appreciate it.
And I'll be happy to have you back on.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem. And here it is, the Ghost Town Waltz by Jim West, and it begins right now.